Hey listeners, this is me, Mateusz, the Darth Grizzly. Yesterday was my birthday, but the special day is today because I'm flying to London to meet our favorite podcaster, Paul the Shy Yeti. And this is the real meeting, a real visit, so there is no chance for me to take my magic train or ask Ig to send spacepod because, well, I am really going to be in London physically and there will be a lot of recording which you are going to hear in this episode and probably a few others maybe. So I'm slowly preparing myself to departure and to go for my bus to the airport. I hate buses and I hate planes, but everything going to be fine. Till the next message.
I have protect Yeti.
Hello, Moses.
How are you? Hope you're fine. It is the shiny show.
Okay, where you go?
What? I got horns.
Oh no.
Oh, it's the solo podcast.
Oh, there's gonna be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record. Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Your show is getting so informational.
That's right. He's had all that shy is right.
Blimey, Governor. It's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Paul.
700.
I don't know how he sounds.
Excellent.
745. Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm alright. Well, I'm more than alright. This episode is going to be a diary episode. And, well, you've probably seen the title of this episode. It probably gives it away. And actually, you might have heard something before this bit. I'm not sure. Oh, anyway, Grizzly's here. Or is it Mateus? I'm not sure.
Why not both?
Both.
Why not both?
Last time we had a separate episode for each. This time we're going to mix it all up. Yeti Uncle John and Cobbity may pop in, they may not. But anyway, yes. He's here. And he's got two names. And let's run the theme music when we come back. We'll be saying hi and telling you all about what we're going to be doing this week. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Every person is here.
Keep it rolling.
Yes, but it's positive things, Paul. The highlight, the shy light.
I'll go anyway. Let's take that.
Hello, Captain.
Oh,
So Shy Yeti.
oh, I've never found out my secret. Then you have.
I love the Yeti. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and meaty. Yum.
It was enormous.
I don't think I'm ready to speak about it.
Here comes the Grizzly.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I can't wait for it to begin.
Alright, I'm just thinking over.
I like that.
Hi there.
Marvelous, Paul. Oh, looking like no nothing.
Hey listeners, it's again me, Mateusz, the Darth Grizzly. I'm already on the Wrocław airport, which is in Poland, if someone forgets from MI. So I just gave my suitcase to be sent to the plane they asked me if I have an electronics batteries or a lighter, but most of it I have in my backpack, so I'm not sure if there was anything electronical. On my way here, I just realized I didn't took the extension cord, which might be in pain in the hotel because, well, I have only 3 converters for my plugs, because in Poland we have other format of the electronical plugs than you on the islands, because I know you and I don't have the same power cords. We have different. But I asked Paul to take some extension cord. Hopefully he will have some, or maybe not. Probably you're going to know from the episode if we get that. See you later. Listeners, I'm already after my security check, and there was a small hiccup. I used to have scissors in my office a long time ago, and I have so small baskets with a lot of pins and things that you can just need in the office. So the scissors are supposed to be there, but they vanished a long time ago. And I was trying to find someone to blame for taking them and losing them. But, well, I found them. And, okay, it wasn't me. It was security guy. After doing an X-ray with my... after doing X-ray of my bag, so I know where the scissors are now. In the trash bin of security on the Wrocław airport. It's the last message before my landing, so cheers! Hey listeners, it's me, Mateusz, the Darth Grizzly. I just landed and waiting for my luggage, which probably will take some time. I was planning to go for lunch to McDonald's at Liverpool Street once I leave Stansted, but I'm pretty much hungry and it would take me another hour or so to get there, so I'm probably going to go to Burger King on the airport. I hate Burger King, but well, I don't have any options, so well...
So, you're here.
Yeah.
Again.
Again?
Oh my goodness.
Now your turn.
Oh, I know.
Take the X spaceship.
Do you want to tell us about the highlights or lowlights of your trip over?
Well, there was a lot of stairs because this time I trying to save some money to have something to live for after the getting back to
Well, you
Poland.
won't be going to the Harry Potter shop this time, so
No,
that helps.
but still I have less money than previously.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going taking Uber to from Liverpool Street to Wimbledon, and then I just choose to not take Uber from Liverpool Street to Waterloo, and I took tube. And there was a lot of stairs on Liverpool Street to get to the toilet, to get out from Liverpool Street. Then a long walk to Moorgate to get to tube, and there was a lot of stairs down, manual stairs. There was no mechanical steps that I could just stay and wait till they take me down. And the tube was crowded and it was super hot. I felt like in sauna, and I was watching people in the winter coats, and I was almost only in my shirt.
This is what I always say like, the trouble, like, when it's winter, you have to wear winter coats and stuff. And then you go into the shops, and the shops are like saunas because the shops are at the temperature for the people working in the shops. You can't wear winter coats.
Yeah.
But you need to wear a winter coat, so you go into that hot environment. You can't take your coat off, well, not easily, or hang your so it's like, yeah.
Well, it depends on the shop, because if you're going to the supermarket, then you're taking off your coat and you're putting it on the basket and just pushing it with your groceries.
you could do that, but if you're like going to London shopping, you don't end up really doing that. And well, I had to come all the way from my flat to. We're in Wimbledon again. We're actually in the room next door to the room we were back in April. And when we got to the reception, the woman went, "I recognise you two." I kind of thought she might be here. I mean, it's less
unforgettable.
It's less surprising we recognised her, but the fact that she must have had thousands of guests since she last saw us, we must be very recognisable. It's the podcasting aura. We just exuding fame and ridiculousness. Before I say anything else, at time of recording, it's just been your happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Grizzly stroke Mateus, happy birthday to you.
No, stroking will be later.
We can't go there. Not on the podcast. Yes, it was your birthday yesterday, but you had your party on Friday.
Yeah. And
so you've had a quite busy couple of days because you were recovering yesterday, but you had to pack as well.
Yeah, and I didn't took some things, but they wasn't like I didn't have a list, but they wasn't the obvious things to take. So last time I was more prepared than this time because I didn't took the extension cord to plug the computer or my Switch when we going to play or something, and I didn't took the wireless mouse, so I could control your computer while watching movie and pause the movie when we talking or one of us have to go to toilet or something.
I kind of think I did remember most things, but some of it was quite last minute. As you know, I've recorded with you may remember Patrick from last year. You'll remember Levi. Well, Mateus is going to also be my barber sometime during this week because we are planning on doing other things other than cutting my hair, but we might be hanging around or coming back to the hotel before we go off for one of our cocktail sessions, and it's not easy with my poor hands, so I'd already asked Mateus if he shaved my head, and he said yes, and then I nearly forgot to bring the thing in. That was the thing that I sort of remembered just as I was sort of in the last 10 minutes before I had to go. You didn't need to know that. Sorry, listeners. It's a purely visual thing which you won't even notice. You won't notice that later in this episode my hair is shorter. But Mateus has already had his birthday card. Well, he had 2 birthday cards. He had a Welcome to London card because I saw that. I happened to be passing through Wimbledon yesterday because I went to see another guest of the show, and I have to travel to where he lives via Wimbledon. So I thought, I usually have a really good stack of birthday cards and things. And I didn't, but I knew near the tube at Wimbledon there's a card shop within the station. So I was looking for a birthday card, and then I saw a nice card with London on, and I thought, well, it's kind of like a nice little London memento as well, so I'll get them 2 cards. And I got you lucky socks because you're always talking about the lottery and winning a fortune. So now you have lucky socks, which means that as soon as you get home, you're going to win a fortune.
Hopefully, because I hate flying back and forth.
Yeah.
I just hate flying, but okay, if I'm going to be rich, then I can fly because I don't take Ryanair, which is poor. I'm just going to take better options with more comfortable seats. And
I also have a plushie of a cupcake.
It's a muffin.
A muffin, yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's more like a cupcake, but supposedly it's supposed to be muffin. So
I've heard a lot about these from you, so it's nice to have my own.
And they have the same one.
Yeah, it's cute. It's nice. It's nice. The blue colour and the pink colour go really nice together. I've got some things to open, like goodies. And last time we went through them, I'm gonna have to put my phone down. I've got a card. Oh, because at time of recording, it's exactly a week since my birthday, so we're kind of celebrating our birthdays. It's just that Mateus is
and that's the same card I sent him last year, but the package was lost, so it never arrived.
We had a lost package last year.
Yeah, but I always buy 2 cards the same in case I just did a bad things with my writing.
It's got bears sitting on each other's heads, and it says Hura Mazdis Uro Disney Stolat.
Close enough. It's hooray, you have your birthday today, 100 years, because in Poland happy birthday is like we're saying 100 years, something like that, so it's pretty awkward when someone celebrating their over 100 birthdays.
How was my pronunciation? Pretty awful.
No, it wasn't as bad as good.
Okay. There's a poem here, but I'm keeping that to myself.
Yeah, definitely.
But oh gosh, inside it says Sikazi Super Disney Patten Smaktikau Figly Oraz Pstotch Borsy.
I can read it for you and then translate to English.
Coloroa. This is all the best wishes for my Yeti. What does that say?
You need to show me it, because I didn't understand the words you wrote. Okay, so czekacie super dzień, which means you're going to have a super day, and there is pełen smaków, figli oraz psot, baw się kolorowo, which means full of sweets, treats, and trick and treats. Have a colorful play, or play colorfully, something like that.
It's a nice card. I always keep my cards as well.
I know it.
So I'm going to come back to my poem later and read that properly. I need to go through my bag of sweets. We haven't quite decided what our plans are for this week. We'll be going to the pub across the road where we go for our cocktails later. For food. And then we'll probably talk about some of our plans. Anyway, we'll tell you those plans when we know them. Something with chocolate and orange. Is it?
It's a Jello.
Oh, Jello covered in orange Jello.
Not jelly, Jello.
Yeah.
And I was super sure I bought you them previously, and I did and I didn't. Because they were in the package, but I didn't bought you them again when I was coming here.
Marshmallow covered in chocolate, this other one? Potassi Mleczko?
Ptasie mleczko. It's like bird's milk. I think you had this one.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Nice cookies with chocolate chips and hazelnuts. Those won't last this week.
Do you have that brand in England?
Milka, yeah. Is that a Polish brand? Or?
I'm not sure. It's more like international. Maybe Swedish? I'm not sure.
More toffee fee. This is one you didn't get me last time. Or
No, previously you had coconut.
Yeah, I had lots of different. Did I not have lots of different?
I don't think so, but
no, maybe
there was a lot of things.
Yeah, no, there were lots of things. I think I've only quite recently eaten the coconut.
Me too.
I took it to my parents and had it as the sweets that I have down there. I have the Jeski. They're the people who do the hedgehogs, the chocolate hedgehogs that you bought me a lot of, and also I have them. We know them.
That's the hedgehog balls.
These are the hedgehog.
You had them previously.
I had them.
But probably previously they put in the dark chocolate, so now you have in milk, because I'm not sure which one you had.
Oh, these are the Jello, but in cherry flavour.
Yeah. Is that cherry or there was a picture?
There was a picture. I got some squidgy jellies by Trolley.
Oh, they are amazing.
More candy, Halloween party ones. Oh, more Halloween, scary Halloween.
Yeah, when there was Halloween Jellos, I was like, okay, I'm taking you a lot of them.
Yeah. I have some Halloween Haribo, which look very much like, along the same lines, but different. I meant to bring them to share with you, but then I started eating them and suddenly they were all gone. I don't know.
I told you this time there's going to be a lot of jellies.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, we're going to chill out for a bit, and then we'll be back probably when we're in the bar. Music copyright dependent. I can't remember how much we recorded when we were in that pub last time. But
this one, I think none.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. We'll, I'm sure if we talk quickly and loudly over the music. One thing, I'm expecting a phone call or two from friends of the show. Later on today, but we'll see what happens. I have a fortune cookie here, which I've been carrying around for weeks. I thought we'd open it now, in case it somehow, I don't know, it's a message we can consider for the rest of the holiday. So I have a feeling it's a bit smashed up. So I'll let you. Here it is. I'm never sure whether I know you're supposed to eat these fortune cookies, but they're not that tasty. Okay.
Wait, you opened the third. Okay, you crashed the cookie and
it's already smashed just because I've been carrying it around for weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a bad luck.
Sorry?
It's the bad luck to not eat the cookie.
Yeah. The fortune cookie says, "Getting out of bed in winter is one of life's hardest missions." Well, I mean, it's pretty much got the right season. We're in mid to late November, so I guess we're sort of in winter, or certainly close to it. The only thing I'd say is that it won't be that difficult to get out of bed because we're on holiday and we paid for breakfast. So
bacon.
It's a good thing that Baby Grizzly's not here.
I want my bacon.
You can see the family connection between Grizzly and Baby Grizzly.
Well, it was me for majority of time.
Well, yeah. We'll speak to you again in a bit. We're just going to chill. All right. Yeah. Hi listeners, we're in our local, the Garrett and Gage, opposite the hotel, and they have been playing a lot of music, but they're not at this very minute, so I thought we'd say hello. We've just had what was it called? Rebel something?
A burger.
It was a burger, yeah. It was basically a burger with bacon, but they gave it a fancy name. But
barbecue.
Yeah, it was tasty though. They didn't have the one I wanted, but
I'm disappointed too.
Why?
Because I wanted a pizza. And
Oh yeah.
Have any pizza.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a slight problem with supply, so hopefully they'll get their supplies later in the week. We can have something else another day. We think there's a couple of new restaurants open in nearby, which we want to try. But whether that will be an evening meal or a lunchtime meal depends. Because what we're having breakfast, don't always want lunch.
Bacon.
You want bacon? Bacon are us. Just bacon with bacon buns and bacon. We're going to another burger place on Wednesday with Harry. I've given that away now, haven't I?
We don't have any more burgers.
We're going to have another burger on Wednesday, so don't have any more burgers until Wednesday. Yes, we are meeting Harry. We're meant to be meeting Harry. We're also hopefully going to go to a Belgian restaurant that I went to with Harry and Robin and his wife Daria a few weeks ago, but didn't record. But there's no actual there's no record of that event because certain people didn't want to have their photos taken, so we didn't. I was hoping for a nice reunion photo of Harry, Robin and I, because we were in the first episode of Sutton Park together back in 1992, but it didn't happen. But anyway, we're still going to go to the restaurant because it has nice Belgian beers and nice food. That's going to be a lunchtime thing, probably on Wednesday. We're going to be eating a lot on Wednesday, probably. We don't really want to necessarily go to London or to the centre of London 2 days with this trip. We have worked out that tomorrow will probably maybe be a cinema trip. We're not going to go very far tomorrow. And I have other ideas, but we haven't completely worked out our plans, but we've got a few ideas. I'm about to have a dessert as well. Are you having a dessert too? Or?
No.
Grizzly's full. Well, you did have. No, to be fair, you did have a burger at the airport, but then, yeah, you have had a lot of burgers. But then I had lunch. I had a quiche in the air fryer. Well, I mean, I didn't climb inside the air fryer. I put the quiche in the air fryer. Anyway, so after this, we may watch the film. We'll see how we feel, and then tomorrow we'll report back. This will be the last message today, I think. And but I am expecting to hear from the rest of the gang during the week. So I will enjoy my dessert, and we'll report back tomorrow. Grizzly, say good night to the listeners.
What?
Say good night to the listeners.
Good night, listeners.
I can hear the music starting again. Time to go. Speak to you soon. Maybe listen to some music or something. Right. Hi listeners, we're at breakfast, just reporting in. My waiter was very familiar looking. In fact, I think it was Grizzly. I've had a full cooked breakfast, a bowl of Cocoa Pops and a strawberry yogurt. In that order actually, because I decided I'd better eat the hot stuff first. And some juice and some coffee. Pretty much standard breakfast fare, but very, very yummy. Grizzly is enjoying his bacon, and he says it's very good. Well, I've had some; it was good. Anyway, we've got to get back to eating now. So I'll report back to our next stop. All right. Hello. Hi, Cromitty, how you doing? I'm fine, how are you? How's it going? Hello, Grizzly. He's in the bathroom, having a shower. Oh, did I miss him? Well, I mean, he'll be out in a minute. Maybe you'll get to say hi. I'm not sure. Yes, no, everything's fine. We went for a meal last night at the pub across the road. You remember the one, don't you? Oh, yes, I remember. Yes. Was it good? Did you have pizzas? Well, actually, they'd had problems with their suppliers, and we made our selections, and Grizzly came back with a menu with loads of things crossed out, so we were a bit stuck for what to have. No, well, I mean, it was fine. We had a burger, but Grizzly had a burger for lunch, and we've got one coming up later in the week. So anyway, oh well, as long as you were fed. Yes, we were fed. Yes, and we watched the first Paddington Bear movie. I was really tired. I've only travelled from the flat to Wimbledon, but I was really sleepy. I managed to wake up enough to watch Paddington, but actually, in the end, it was getting close to midnight before we slept. But yeah, I'm not usually that sleepy. Oh dear, Paul. And Grizzly had travelled so far. Yeah, Grizzly had a long day of travel, so yeah, I had no excuse. I mean, I had gone out on Saturday, but I don't know. Oh well, never mind. He is younger than you. He is. So what are you doing today? Probably... Well, we had thought about going to the cinema because there's a new Paddington film out, but I think Grizzly wants to have seen both of them before we see it, so we might see Paddington 2 tonight and then go tomorrow. So we might be going to Battersea Power Station to see the shops there and see what that looks like. Oh yes, you have to let me know. I've not been. No, well, I've not been since it was all renovated. I used to go past there on the train when I worked in Victoria every day, but that's when it was a ruin, effectively. Although it did take me a long time to renovate it. Well, I'm sure it'll be very interesting. Yes. Then, well, we've seen a couple of places we might pop into to eat here. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We've had breakfast. So, well, what did you have? Oh, the usual breakfast. Sausage, scrambled egg, bacon, etc. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, well, let us know if you're free. Come and join us at some point. I know Grizzly would like to see you. All right, Paul, I will. Well, I won't wait for Grizzly to emerge from the shower. I'm sure he doesn't need me hanging around. All right. Well, let us know when you're free and come and join us at some point. And yeah. All right, Paul. Okay, bye for now. Goodbye, Cromitty. Bye-bye. Hello, it's me, Yeti Uncle John. Yeti Uncle John. How are you doing? I heard that Cromitty just called you. I didn't want to miss out on the fun. Well, I don't blame you. I can't go through the whole what we've been up to again conversation. No, Paul, I'm not that interested. I just wanted to say hi to Grizzly. Well, he's in the shower. Oh, is he? Oh, tell him to come out. I can't tell him to come out of the shower. He'll speak to you later. I was saying to Cromitty, if you're free, come and join us sometime this week. You know, we're going to be here till Saturday. I will do. I'll have to look at my schedule. Charlotte's very demanding. I mean, I like it. I know you like it. Yeah, well, you know, who wouldn't like to be bossed around by Charlotte Shade? I'm sure there must be some people who wouldn't, but no, I mean, it's the perfect job for you. I know. It fills me full of importance. It makes me feel important. I don't know. One or the other. I'm not sure what the difference is. Anyway, we're going to Battersea Power Station today, but it's not a power station anymore. It's shops and posh flats. Oh, sounds interesting. Oh, I'm sure Charlotte's been there. I'm sure she has their posh shops. I think it's one of Bettina's favourite haunts. Oh yes, yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, well, I'll better let you go then, if you're about to head out. Well, soon. But yeah, as I say, come and join us. Bring Cromitty. I will do. I'll look at my schedule and I'll get in touch. All right, you do that. All right. Oh yeah. Well, bye for now. Bye, Yeti Uncle John. I'll send your love to Grizzly. Please do, please do. I wonder if we'll see Charlotte. I wonder if we'll see Charlotte because I think Bettina told Charlotte about the shops at the Battersea Power Station.
Okay.
So I'm sure Charlotte will copy anything that Bettina does.
It's Bettina's fault that she told her.
Sorry?
It's Bettina's fault that she told her.
Yeah. I have to try and arrange to see them at some point. I spoke to Yeti Uncle John earlier and Cromitty and asked them if they'd want to meet up. Yeti Uncle John said that Charlotte had got a lot of things planned for him this week. I think Bettina only does like conferences and DVD commentaries these days. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Hi listeners, we're in Battersea Power Station. Lots of shops, lots of lights. They've got their Christmas stuff up. I mean, a little bit early, but you know, what can you expect these days? I mean, it's kind of nice, I suppose, because I don't know how much more, you know, because Grizzly's here that I'm out and about in a shopping area because I wouldn't usually probably bother. So this might be my only exposure to Christmas this year. One can but hope. Just the time I should be skulking away, hiding away from it. Anyway, it's interesting to see the inside of the power station. Now it's all renovated. Plenty of places to sit, which is good. Grizzly's just looking in a shop. I can see a Starbucks. I know it's stupid, but now we're here, I'm more worried about, okay, well, how do we get out of here later? There's so many entrances and exits, and when you Google taxis, it just sort of says about taxis where they can drop people off, but what about picking people up? I guess we'll see when we see. But yeah, I think that's about it for what I can report because we haven't done much yet, other than sort of take a few photos of the Christmas trees and time to go for a coffee, I think. Grizzly said that he had a nap in the taxi, and I was beginning to feel I needed a nap towards the end as well. So I did actually have an idea for somewhere else we could go on one of the other days. I think we might just go and do Richmond on the bus one of the days. Why not? And I was thinking maybe the Tate Britain another day. It's not too far, and again there are different ways of getting there. So our trip to Tate Modern didn't go so well last visit, but maybe at least, I mean, I like modern art, but it wasn't necessarily the best examples when we went to the Tate Modern. But the Tate Britain is a sort of established works of art, so and there's a good cafe there. So anyway, I'm spoiling the plot, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm thinking ahead, we've got to go and explore the power station, and here comes Grizzly. So more in a moment. Hi listeners, no sooner have we arrived but we're leaving. No, it has been about an hour or 2 hours. We had a little wander round. We came out the other side and saw a little sort of fairground area. We saw some teddy bears and a cute dog toy that we could have won, but it was bigger than us, so we didn't even have tried to. Then we went to a yummy pancake place and had banana and marshmallow or marshmallow chip pancakes. I had the caramel version and Grizzly had the chocolate version, and now he's full.
That was the white thing at the top. I forget about the marshmallow part, and I was sure it's whipped cream or something. Oh gosh.
Well, I think was it marshmallow whipped cream or something like that? I think
maybe something like that.
Did you like it? Was yours nice?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, mine was good. I had the caramel sauce, and we also
had the chocolate one.
Yeah, and we had gingerbread hot chocolates. It was really yummy and filling, and I really liked it. But the only thing I would say was that they wanted they wanted a service charge and a tip, which seemed like, well, don't you get one or the other? You don't get both. But maybe I'm just being mean. I don't know.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. Well, you know, I still think that you only tip somebody if they are amazing anyway. But yeah, I mean, I don't really like it when they put a service charge compulsory either. I don't mind paying something extra, but I want to decide how much. It's like with the taxi, they don't say tip me. I tipped the taxi driver a couple of pounds just because it was easier on the way up. Sorry?
Even today.
Yeah, but you know, they don't expect it, and they've driven me all that way. So anyway, enough grumbling. Martin Holmes isn't here. I'm only supposed to moan when Martin Holmes is here. But anyway, we're going to try and find the tube. It just seemed the easiest way of getting back to try because I didn't realise you could go from Battersea power station tube to Waterloo, and ultimately it's the cheapest option. And as we had the luxury of the taxi on the way up, that was nearly £40. So that was a one-way treat for today. So, yeah, we might do taxis on and off this trip, but not as much as we did last time, because we're trying to be good boys. But
we're trying to be cheap boys.
Yeah, well, it's not easy for the Scorpio boys to be good. But,
yeah.
Hi listeners, we're on the tube at Battersea power station. We've never been on this station because it didn't exist until quite recently. But we can go directly to Waterloo from here, so we've decided that's what we're doing. And it wasn't that difficult to get here. So yeah, we'll be leaving imminently. The train was empty a minute ago, but now it's full. Or at least this carriage is. Oh, here we go. I think. Or maybe that's the warning. I keep talking until we leave. Or maybe.
The train driver to depart Northern Line service by High Barnet terminal by telephone.
That's very mumbled. Oh, here we go. It's like being on a roller coaster. Report back soon. Well, listeners, we survived the tube. We survived Waterloo Station. I'm doing pretty well today, actually. As long as I be able to sort of stop for a few minutes. We're just going through Vauxhall and heading back to Wimbledon. We've got a few things we want to do when we get to Wimbledon. What is it you want to do? What do you want to do in Wimbledon? You want to get sweets for your work colleagues?
Yeah, I need to buy sweets to work and for myself. Not that I have full fridge of sweets in my flat currently, but well, not even fridge, because the fridge is full. I have a basket full of, like the one you put the laundry, and it's a big basket, so and it's full with sweets. So, and we should go to the toy shop.
Yes, we want to go to the toy shop. I think I might at least do a little whiz round myself. Have a sit down first outside, and then I'll do a lap of it. And at some point, there's the Popeye chicken place as well.
Yeah, I won't keep you long because
We'll see what happens. And we'll report back later. Hi listeners, we're back in Wimbledon. We went and had a coffee, but we completely forgot to say hi. So, we're going back to that Costa later in the week though, because I noticed that they do a black cherry hot chocolate and also an orange chocolate hot chocolate. So I got all rather excited, but we decided that we should be good and only have one hot chocolate a day. Well, Grizzly had another hot chocolate on top of the one we had at Battersea, but I had a cappuccino. But anyway, he's in the toy shop at the moment. I'm just having a little break, and then I'm going to go and join him. Don't know if he'll be making any purchases, we'll see. But then we're going to go back to the hotel. We might just get a takeaway and stay watching films today. Don't know. Feel a little bit zonked. Did quite a lot today, really. Tomorrow is going to be a quite quiet day with the cinema. Just worried about going to the cinema in the afternoon in case I fall asleep. Hopefully not. When I'm at my parents', we have lunch and a cup of tea or whatever after lunch, and we all fall asleep for about half an hour. So it's an age thing. Anyway. Hi listeners, it's Tuesday, 19th of November. We're down at breakfast, and there was a bit of drama last night, not with us, but apparently Dealey's been sick. I wonder whether he had too many treats. He was very bossy before I left, and I gave him some treats that my mum gave me, and maybe he shouldn't have had as many as he did. I don't know. Let's not tell Toby about that. Toby's had to deal with the fallout, so I'm in trouble. Did offer to go back and help, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have to. We haven't got a lot planned today. I'm going to go to the cinema. Grizzly's not, well, he's not feeling that great. He's sick. Well, he's got a cough anyway. I don't know if he's got a cold. But it would happen, wouldn't it, when you go on holiday? Trouble with going on planes and things, being sort of little capsules of germs. Anyway, we'll do our best. We had a movie night last night. We watched Paddington 2, so we're ready for the movie, and we watched the first two Deadpools. That was good, and I've got some more food arrived, so I had my sausage, egg and bacon first, and now I've got my cereal, so I better go and do that. Poor old Grizzly, he's such a good servant. But he just arrived with a spoon and a knife. But I can't eat yogurt with a knife. We'll report back later. Okay. Bye for now. Hey listeners, we're at the cinema. It's very quiet. We're not actually in the screen, we're outside, waiting to be let in. But
waiting for boarding.
Waiting for but it's quieter than a church in this corridor. We haven't done much today because Grizzly's not feeling so good. We weren't going to do that much anyway today, and it turns out I don't have to go back to see Dealey. So yeah, we're going to see Paddington in Peru. I've got a coffee, and Grizzly's got some goodies.
But I'm still disappointed.
Are you guys ready to go into the screen?
For Paddington, screen 9?
Yeah, it's ready for you guys
Okay.
to go
Okay,
in, yeah.
great, thank you, thanks.
Not that much fun.
So we're going in now.
Ready for you
Okay,
guys to go in.
great, thank you.
Yeah, ready to just ready, yeah.
Hi listeners, we're out having a meal. We went to see Paddington. It was really fun, and we didn't have any lunch, so we're having an early dinner, and
they didn't have the popcorn in the cinema. Can you understand this? No popcorn in the cinema.
I didn't know they didn't actually have any. I thought...
No, they had a sweet one, so...
you don't like
if
that?
they want sweet, they just eat jello or chocolate.
Yeah.
They did.
I didn't realise that... I thought you decided not to get any. Anyway, listeners, we're in a pizza restaurant called Franco Manco, or something like that. Franco Manca, sorry. Franco Manca. Well, I can tell you it's Franco Manca because the phone still thinks we're in there. And it's actually, this file is going to be called that. Anyway, can't have it. And we've ordered, we've already had some nice pizza bread and as a starter, but we've got pizzas coming. And anyway, we have a special guest here, don't we? Say hello, Bettina.
Oh, darling, how are you? Oh, it's so lovely to be here. Oh, Grizzly, it's so nice to see you.
Oh, it's nice to see you, Bettina. Give me a hug.
I will do, but it doesn't work so well on audio.
Maybe just skip it, I'm sick, so...
Oh, are you sick, darling? Oh dear. Being on those nasty planes, I expect.
Yeah, outside was like 5 degrees and in the tube was like 30. So it was like a sauna when I get there, and I was already sweaty because I was running with heavy luggage, and it was a long walk to the underground and a lot of stairs, like manual stairs, not the ones that rise down.
Oh, darling, we should have got your Uncle John to pick you up.
Well, I don't know about that, Bettina. Anyway, he's always so busy with Charlotte.
Have you seen him yet, darling?
No, we did call Cromitty and Yeti Uncle John and asked them to come and join us for a meal, but no sign of them as yet.
No, darling, well, I'm here. I won't forget you.
No, of course not, Bettina. Anyway, what have you been up to?
Oh, darling, I've been doing another commentary. I was in Soho this afternoon.
Oh, yes, for another one of your films. We were actually saying in the taxi yesterday on the way to Battersea Power Station that you do a lot of commentaries for DVDs and things these days.
I do, darling, it's true, absolutely. This was for one of my mid-70s films, Kiss Me Stupid. It was a sort of romantic comedy, but it was a sort of thriller as well, mainly played in Spanish-speaking countries. But yes, I mean, it had a different title, of course, but yes, not one of my most memorable films, but don't tell anyone. I don't want to affect sales. Tell everyone it's one of my best. I think you'd like it, Grizzly, though, because it wasn't very scary.
I like all your films, Bettina.
Oh, thank you, darling. So what did you think of Battersea Power Station?
It was very twinkly.
Oh, yes, darling. Oh, yes, well, didn't you say the Christmas tree was already up?
There were a number of Christmas trees, yes. One very big one. I guess we are sort of in that time of year, but it's one of the first I've seen so far.
Oh, darling, weren't you telling me about pancakes?
Yes, we had good pancakes. We both enjoyed them, didn't we, Grizzly?
Yeah, especially that was like second time in my life I ate fluffy pancakes, because in Poland we have more French ones.
Like crepes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, I like a good crepe in the morning. Ah, yes. How's August?
Oh, he's busy painting.
Oh, what sort of thing? More portraits?
Oh no, I mean he's painting one of the spare bedrooms.
Oh, I see. Usually it's something more obscure.
I know, darling, but I've been thinking that that spare bedroom needed a lick of paint for a few months now.
And how's the music box?
Oh, darling. Oh, the music box that Boo was last seen in.
Yes. How is Douglas?
Oh, hoping to hear from Boo, I suppose.
Does he seem very sad? I mean, a stupid question.
Oh, no, he is very sad. Yeah, we're all very sad. We just want Boo to come home safe, particularly as he's trying to protect everybody. Blighty has been playing cards with Douglas a bit, but they sometimes sit in that room and play cards together. It's nice to see.
My goodness, you mean Blighty can actually sit still? He's usually whooshing around the room spreading chocolate on the ceiling.
Yes, that does happen sometimes. Oh dear. But, anyway, look, I think our pizzas are coming. Oh, it's so lovely to have an evening with you both. So lovely to see you, Grizzly. I know we meet quite often, but rarely in a social environment like this.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you in peace without whole
dramas. Yeah. Oh dear. Yes. can't remember who's having who. Anyway, listeners, we've got to go. We've got to eat. All right. We'll speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye, listeners, darlings.
Hi listeners, it's Wednesday the 20th, 19th, 20th, 20th, and we're down at breakfast, and actually I'm on my second plate of sausages and egg, and my trusty servant is running around getting me things. He's very good. He's very good. He's feeling a little better today, I think. We're going into London today to go to the British Museum. Slightly changed our plans, but he's feeling better, but he's a bit croaky. How are you?
Hello, I am
You feeling a little bit better?
I think so, but I sound worse, but I feel better.
That's the main thing. Alright, we'll report more later. Hi listeners, we're on the train into Waterloo, just leaving Clapham Junction. Heading for the British Museum. Gonna get a taxi from Waterloo to the British Museum just because it's easier. And we'll see what we see.
Welcome on board this South Western Railway service to London Waterloo, Crawley today and Vauxhall and London Waterloo. Safety information is displayed throughout all the carriages. Please keep all personal items with you. See anything suspicious, please turn to the staff. Captain McKay here towards the centre of this train service. Short departure on platform at the station. Stop. Please let me know if you need any assistance. So let's stop on this service is Vauxhall.
Yeah, what he says. Hi listeners, we're at the British Museum. Cromitty's gone hurrying in, but I wanted to take a moment outside before we went in because actually quite a nice sunny day. It's cold, but it's sunny. And Grizzly said to me that it doesn't look like it does on the films. Is that right?
I think it's like, I don't know, I feel like we get the back entrance instead of front one.
No,
I remember from the movies there is a big square in front of the museum. And there are some buildings and they are not new, so they didn't build it between the movies.
Yeah, unless the CGI, unless it wasn't, they were saying it was the museum and it was another building altogether. You've been to the Natural History Museum and that looks different.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a gallery, there's the British, is it the British Gallery it's called? In Trafalgar Square. So that's a big square with a column. But that's
also next to the Trafalgar Square there is another museum?
There's a gallery there, yeah.
Oh, so I fucked up. Okay, so yeah.
Well, that's a portrait. That's a portrait gallery. So.
Yeah, and Centennial. Okay, so now my bad. There is no square in front of the National History.
No,
the British Museum. My bad. Sorry. I'm just a tourist. I'm not educated.
The portrait gallery is probably more like the Tate Britain that we were maybe going to go and see tomorrow, but now maybe we won't because we're too lazy. But we'll see. We're probably going to go for a little bus ride tomorrow, listeners. But we're not sure about the art gallery. We might just stay inside and play cards and go and have cocktails and chill out on our last day. Anyway, I guess we ought to go in.
Yeah.
Hi listeners, we've just been in a room with lots of, what can be best described as cursed amulets. The sort of amulets that if you rub them hard, something bad will happen. Sometimes it'll be good things, like, a magical genie, but sometimes it'll be some sort of wicked curse will be activated. Luckily, these things are kept behind very strong glass, so there's very little chance of anyone rubbing them too hard. Anyway, interesting to see them in, actually there before you. They're very pretty. You can see why people may want to rub up against them. Rub them extremely hard until something bad happens. Obviously, most people who do that don't realise that's what they're going to find. They don't realise that it's a bad thing they're going to summon. Anyway, Grizzly didn't try and activate them. You didn't try and activate any of those cursed amulets we just saw.
No, I didn't install anything and didn't reanimate any firearms.
It's very tempting, especially with your powers.
Too much curses.
Yeah, exactly. He's been very restrained. As have you, Comity. Oh yes, but I know a cursed amulet when I see one, and I won't go rubbing up against one. It's not a good idea. No, I'm glad that you have that view. Hi listeners, we've just been exploring the ancient Egypt section, but Grizzly got a bit homesick and he was calling for his mummy. At least I think that's what he was doing. Anyway, he got a bit disorientated and Cromitty tried to help and let's just say they were almost arrested by the security guards. I mean, Cromitty was wearing a very strange coat. It almost looked like he was wrapped in bandages. I think it was supposed to be really trendy and I just sat back and watched it all unravel in front of me. Actually, it's kind of what it did. At least a dozen American tourists ran screaming, thinking they were being pursued by a pair of mummies, but it was really Cromitty in his coat and Grizzly tangled up in Cromitty's strange coat. It's almost like they did it deliberately to cause some sort of art installation. But we weren't in a gallery, we weren't in an art gallery, we were in a museum, so I don't know what's going on. Still, gives me something to talk about, doesn't it? I might just go and have a bit of cake or something whilst I'm waiting for them to be unravelled and released. They may just get kicked out. They won't want to talk about it later. Maybe I'll make them talk about it. I'm not sure. Or they can Cromitty. Cromitty, what is going on? What's become of your coat? Well, poorly, you kind of unravelled. Yeah. I mean, it was a woolen coat, but a white woolen coat. Yes, it's supposed to be very warm. I bought it because Charlotte recommended it, but it was very expensive. It was, but yes, it had lots of bubbles, and where's Grizzly? He's gone for a lie down in the medical room. Gone for a lie down in the medical room? Are you kidding me? No, Paul. He was quite embarrassed. But to be fair, once you've got tozzled up in an expensive woolen coat, it does make you want to go and have a lie down. I guess it does. I'll have to ask him if he's okay. Okay. He has been getting over a bit of a cold the last couple of days. I know Paul Grizzly. Oh dear. Well, I was thinking of going for a piece of cake. I don't know about you. Oh, should we, Paul? Or should we wait until Grizzly can join us? Well, I mean, he's having a lie down. We're not having a lie down. I think we should have a piece of cake. If he wants a piece of cake when he gets back from the medical room, then fair enough. I mean, we could always have a second piece of cake. Good point. Let's go for cake, shall we? Yeah, or a waffle. I can smell waffles. Was that you wearing some new trendy cologne? No, he might be my cologne. Another one that Charlotte recommended. Well, yes. It's supposed to smell of antelopes and rose hips. Antelopes and rose hips. Are they a good combination? Well, I'm not sure. This isn't one of Ick's new perfumes. No, Paul, no. The new perfume is made from the tears of podcasters. Yeah, good point, I suppose so. Come on, let's stop napping and go and get some cake. All right, Paul. Oh dear. Hello, you Uncle John, what's going on? Oh, hello, Paul, how are you doing? I'm alright, I'm in the British Museum. Oh, right, well, that must be very nice for you. It is pretty nice for me, yes. Where are you? Are you coming to join us? Oh, I'm afraid I cannot, but I will be able to join you tomorrow. Really? Yes, Paul, absolutely. Where are you thinking of going? I've got the taxi, I can drive you around. Well, we were thinking about an art gallery, but then we thought, well, maybe not an art gallery, because an art gallery is quite like a museum and we'll have seen quite enough things after today. Oh, yes, well, that might be a good theory, you know? Well, yeah. So what would you like to do? Maybe you can run us up to Richmond, have a look at some shops, have a spot to eat. Yes, I can do that. Yes. The only thing is I'll have to bring the magpies because they are having separation anxiety. The magpies are having separation anxiety. Why? Well, because I'm working so much, I'm rarely back at the magpie hut. And, Hubert Gentry, he's quite cold towards them. Hubert Gentry is quite cold towards the magpies. Why, he doesn't say good morning. Doesn't say good morning, doesn't say good afternoon, doesn't say good evening, doesn't say any damn thing. That is pretty rude. Then that's sort of Hubert Gentry's style, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But it's making the birds feel uncomfortable. It's making them feel unwelcome in their own home. I guess it's fine. We'll have the magpies in the taxi with us, and we can have a little drive, have a little bit of lunch. So do the magpies have to come into the restaurant as well? No, Paul, don't be absurd. They'll wait outside in the pub garden. In this weather? In this weather, Paul. They're fine. It's not a problem. Right then. Well, I better go. I've lost Cromitty and I've lost Grizzly. Oh dear, Paul, that's most careless of you. I know it is, isn't it? Everything going all right? Well, Cromitty and Grizzly did cause a bit of a scene involving, that woolen coat that Charlotte recommended that Cromitty buy, an expensive one. Somehow it ended up unravelling. It's caused all sorts of trouble. Poor old Grizzly had to have a lie down. But then he ate 17 pieces of cake. Good man. I'm proud of him. Yeah, I've had about 6 hot chocolates, but that's less impressive, Paul. That's what most people would have on a normal day out. You think? Oh well. Anyway, I better go and find them because we've got to go and meet Harry for dinner. So, whoa, that sounds nice. Well, as I say, I'm sorry I can't join you today, but I'll see you tomorrow. Well, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, it's my pleasure. My pleasure, Paul. Yeah, look after yourself. We will, yes, we will. And drive careful, especially with all the magpies in the car. They won't poop on us, will they? No, Paul, they are toilet trained. Do they wear nappies? No, Paul, they don't need to wear nappies. They just know not to poop near people. That's very good. Anyway, glad to hear it. I only wish that Hubert Gentry was so efficiently trained. Oh, Paul, now you're being cheeky. Does he really poop on people? Not that I know of, no. I was just being silly. Oh, well then. I won't tell him. I won't tell him what you said. Yeah, please don't. Please don't. I'll see you tomorrow. What, Paul? See you tomorrow. Oh, dear. What did you see that was good?
Some Greek figures, the vases, mummies, some ancient Rome things, Japanese samurai armor. There's a lot of things.
Yeah. Have you been in the shop yet?
No.
Are you going to go in the shop?
Not sure. I mean, I was in one shop, but it was kind of fully focused on Far East, and I wasn't that much interested in it. Gosh.
Trying to eat, what is it? A chocolate pot. Very spongy. Very rich. Very rich.
Very chocolate.
Yeah. What have you got left to see?
Some Northern America, Africa, and some Asia like China and India. And kinda medieval Europe, but I don't want to backtrack myself, so I miss it well. And also, medieval Europe you can see all around in Poland, so it's not something I'm gonna miss, because I can go to the first random castle in the Poland and there are going to be armors and swords and other medieval things.
If Uncle John called, he's picking us up in the taxi and taking us to Richmond tomorrow for some look around the shops.
I will believe when I see.
Well, that's not the scary thing. The scary thing is he wants to bring all the magpies because they're a little bit separation anxiety. So I'm not so sure. I think he'll turn up, but he may turn up with a quite busy taxi. So we'll just have to see.
Taxi full of magpies. What else?
I'm not sure that they're the ones. They're usually better behaved than he is. Paul, do you like my thing? Your thing, comedy? Yes, Paul. My knick-knack. The knick-knack. It's some sort of brooch. Yes, Paul. It's not a brooch. It's a badge. It's a tie. You know, to wearing a tie like a tie pin. Our tie pin. Looks a bit like a scarab beetle. Where did you get this from? From the shop, from the shop in the British Museum. Are you sure it's not one of the cursed items? It's not cursed, Paul. No, it's not cursed. If you're sure, just that I associate scarab beetles with, I know, ancient curses, ancient Egyptian curses, at that. Oh, Paul, why do you have to be so negative? I won't say it was negative. It's just, well, I don't know. I'm cautious, that's all. Cautious. Well, I suppose you have every right to be cautious. after all the things that you've encountered over the years. Well, exactly. But this isn't a time for flashbacks. Are you sure, Paul? No, we haven't got time for flashbacks this episode. We're living a busy life, doing busy things, meeting different people. We haven't got time for flashbacks to previous adventures where bad things happened to me. We'd be here all day. Oh, Paul, well, if you're sure. I'm sure, of course I'm sure. I'm as sure as Mr. Surety Sure. Who is that? I don't know, I just made it up. Oh, well, if anyone can make it up, then you can. I know, I like to think that too. A master of improvisation. I guess. Yes. Where is Grizzly? I'm not sure. I saw him wandering around a minute ago, taking photos and looking a little bit exasperated. Well, that will happen. If you eat 17 pieces of chocolate cake. Was it 17? My goodness, even Charlie Gherkin managed 17. No, well, I don't know. I think he was very traumatized after the whole business in the mummy Egyptian gallery place. Yes, and it's all my fault. Oh, I'm feeling a bit cold. Well, you haven't got your coat anymore, have you? No, I haven't. It's, yes, well, never mind. We go and get you a hot chocolate to warm you up, perhaps. A warm chocolate to warm you up would be nice. Was it really 17? 17 pieces of chocolate cake? That's incredible. Wow, quite a record. Yes, I know. Who would think he could fit so much cake inside his own little body? Well, I know. It really is a feat of engineering. Something like that, Paul. Absolutely, something like that. Come on, let's go. Get that hot chocolate. I could do with one as well. Maybe 17 hot chocolates. Sounds great. No, Paul, not 17. Only Grizzly can manage 17 of anything, really. Right, if you say so. Come on. Hot chocolate. With sprinkles. Oh, Paul. Grizzly, are you okay? Yeah. I saw you get muddled up in Poverty's coat, and you were mistaken as a mummy.
Yeah, some kids were running away because they were thinking I'm reanimated or something.
Yeah. You had to lie down, so you're feeling better now.
Yeah, that's something that I don't want to experience anymore.
No, it's fine. I'm sure the 17 pieces of cake you had will make up for that trauma. Really 17? 17 pieces of cake you had?
Of what?
17 pieces of cake. Don't deny it.
What cake? There was no cake involved. No cake was harmed.
What about these photos? That one, look, that one. That's cake in your mouth.
No, it's not me. It's my doppelganger.
Listeners, he ate 17 pieces of cake and now he's in denial. We obviously got a doppelganger, as you say. You should obviously take it a bit easy. Don't go rushing around too much.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Is the chocolate cake still on his lips? See it. So, Cromitty, are you going to come for dinner? Paul, I really think I should go back. But we're going to Gourmet Burger Kitchen, and Harry's going to be there. I know I'd love to see Harry, but I think I should get back. You know what Dee Dee's like. I know. He'll be missing you. Yes. And so will my lab. Well, give my love to Cuthbert, and I'll see you when I get back. And, it's been lovely to see you, Grizzly.
You too, Cromitty.
Well, I mean, I know we see each other quite a lot, but not in this relaxed social environment. Yeah, we're just talking about that. But it'll be the Christmas party soon. Are you doing a Christmas party this year? I've decided I will, yeah, because something big's going to be happening. Oh, you mean episode 750? Well, yes, but I'm hoping that the Scraffy will be coming home around that time. I mean, it's been a hope for a while. Well, you know, there is an event going on, of course, coming up any day now. Oh yes. Isn't Charlotte doing something? Yes, it's for charity. It's a strange time of year to be doing something for charity, you know, making people stand out in the cold. But anyway, I guess it'll be Christmas themed, perhaps. Perhaps. Yes, well, I'm hoping to get a definite answer. I want Scraffy home for the Christmas party. Well, I'm sure it can be arranged. Hi, listeners. We had further food. We were lured by the smell of the waffles. But I think that's what it was, the smell of the waffles, because they weren't fresh. We discovered. I think it was just the smell of when they cooked the already cooked waffles. That
was disappointing.
Yeah, it was disappointing. And they didn't have many flavours. They only had 2 of the 6 or 8 flavours.
5?
Sorry?
I think there was only 5 flavours.
Yeah, but they only had 2 of them.
Yeah.
Both of the flavours were ones I wouldn't have chosen. It was a very nice treat and very kind of Grizzly to treat me to it. Yeah, we have been finding this trip that when we go for things, half the menu is down, which has been disappointing. But although we did get the...
Luckily, when Paul will come to bed, there will be no problem with menu because I'm going to cook.
Yes. We did get the flavour of cocktail that you couldn't get last time, but when you got it, you wished you hadn't had it. So.
Yeah, I don't want to do it anymore.
the melon.
Drinking my melons.
Yeah. We just dropped Cromitty off, so we're going to go meet Harry now. So we're currently stuck in traffic. It's not even rush hour.
But when we were going this way, we stuck in also.
We got stuck in traffic on the way up here as well.
It was like 11 back then.
Don't know why there are so many people on the roads. Shouldn't they be where they? Shouldn't they? I mean, taxis, that's different, and buses, that's different. But why is everybody else not at their place of work doing their job? Hi listeners, we're here at the Comedy Burger Kitchen. Harry's here. Hi Harry, how are you?
I'm fine, yes. Okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for my present.
That's okay. I hope you enjoy them.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive gifts.
I know, I've got cologne and a hat and a card. And,
yes.
I've just been busily choking on a bit of coleslaw. It's fine, too busy talking. I was the last one to finish my... You had the same burgers that I was the last one to finish.
Oh, very, very nice, isn't it?
Yeah. How did you enjoy it, Grizzly?
It was small.
It was small. We may or may not have ordered a kebab last night after we had dinner. And did we have dinner? What did we have dinner?
Yeah, we had the pizza.
Oh yeah, we went to a really nice pizza restaurant in Wimbledon. But as I said, yesterday too we had breakfast, and then we had a bit of cake maybe at some point.
We had chocolate, and then
Maybe we didn't have anything in the middle of the day. And then we had
survived.
Then we had a big.
I woke up sick, so.
Yeah. Then we had a pizza, but then about 10 o'clock or whatever. It's all those movies.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
It's all those movies we've been watching. It made you hungry. And it's like,
what was the movie? Sausage Party.
Oh.
No. The Fog.
Oh yeah.
Out of the fog came a kebab. He ordered the kebab.
After fire.
I've got a very strong kebab thing.
Actually, I didn't have any problem eating it when it arrived. It was quite a good one. Reminded me of our days in Oxford.
Oh, I love those. Yeah, the kebab van, which was kebab meat, chips, cheese and baked beans.
You also had a fire alarm today. Around 10. Fire alarm.
That was a bit earlier than that. But yeah, no, we were...
Around 9. Yeah,
we just settled down and there was a fire alarm. They'd been testing it all afternoon and then somebody actually... We got as far as slowly clot hopping our way down the back stairs because they turned the lifts off. And I kind of knew that it was probably not an actual fire.
Right.
So you're not exactly running down the stairs.
No.
We got down to the previous floor, like the lower floor.
Right.
And then of course it stopped. So maybe we just must have worked up a hunger. Perhaps we worked up a hunger.
Yeah, exercise. Too much exercises before sleep, and we had to recover all the bad.
Oh, I see. Well, there you go, then. That's all okay, then.
No. Blame the sun.
Anyway, we've just polished off another burger now called the Fat Santa. Yes, there was. I forgot that there was stuffing in that.
Was it a festive burger?
I thought that's what we all had. Did you not have a Fat Santa?
No, I had a cheeseburger. There was no Satan stuffing in my one.
Yeah, there was supposed to be stuffing in that. Really? Did you not look?
I did pay attention. Too much salad.
Anyway, well, good to see you, Harry. And
good to see you too.
And we're due to have a lovely day out tomorrow with your Uncle John. He's going to take us out to Richmond, and in his taxi with all his magpies. So we're looking forward to that. Hi listeners, it's Thursday morning. We got back safe from seeing Harry. The trains were, well, I guess it was sort of before 8 o'clock, so the rush hour was sort of, well, rush hours were still in session, and it was quite difficult getting on a train from Waterloo to Wimbledon that wasn't packed. We made the mistake of jumping on one that was already announced, hence people were already on it. We should have just waited until a train was newly called up, but I've lost the knack of kind of reading the rush hour because I haven't had to do it for a while. Anyway, we got back fine, we watched films, and we are waiting to hear from Yeti Uncle John about when he's going to pick us up. I did try and call earlier, just to sort of let them know that we're having breakfast, but we'll be ready about, I don't know, 10 o'clock. I couldn't get through to him, and I couldn't even get through to Cromitty. I don't know what's going on. The landline was dead, and I couldn't get either of them on my mobile. So probably reception problems. I'm not sure. Anyway, sure it's nothing to be worried about. Anyway, we're going to go and have breakfast now, and we'll report back. And yeah, we're not going far, just down the road to Richmond, but it'll be nice to see Yeti Uncle John and the magpies. Yeah. We'll see. Grizzly, I'm really sorry. I can't get through to either Cromitty or Yeti Uncle John. And listeners, we've been sitting here in reception waiting for Yeti Uncle John to show up at the time we agreed, and no sign of him, but I can't get through to him on the phone. I can't get through to anyone on the phone. I'm worried about Dealey. If there's nobody at the flat or what, we're going to have to go back to my flat. I'm really sorry. I need to, I might need to feed him and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but I know we had plans, but hope you don't mind too much.
I don't mind, it's not a problem. I'm always happy to see you.
Yeah, Dealey will be very pleased to see you. Hopefully we'll work out what's going on. Okay, listeners, so we're going to go and catch a train now, back to my flat. We're only about 20 minutes away by train, so, you know, we may still have time to do other things later on. But, okay, right, let's get going. Hi listeners, we're on the train. We actually, well, we were aiming for a later train, but our train was delayed, so we ended up getting a train that was pulling in as we got on the platform. So that's something, not that we were really intending to come back to the flat today, but I guess we need to solve this mystery of what's going on, or what isn't going on. At least I can take all of the yummy sweets that Grizzly brought me back, and they'll be safely home. I'm sure Dealey will be pleased to see Grizzly. How are you feeling today, Grizzly? Are you still feeling sick?
Yeah, I feel even sicker. It's not like I feel worse, but I feel sicker. It's weird.
It's not nice to be sick when you're on holiday. Well, we're not planning on doing much the last 2 days, so at least we've done the British Museum, and we did Battersea Power Station. So we did see a bit of something. We met Harry, so we were sociable. Yes, we're at Surbiton, but I'll report back when we get back to the flat. Hopefully there'll be no disasters. But it's still a mystery as to where Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty have gotten to, though. Yeah, well, we'll find out soon enough. Well, listeners, we got back to the flat. Dealey's here. He's trying to tell us what's gone on, but he's not being... I think what he's telling us is he doesn't like the food that's been left, which isn't the question I asked. As much as it's important that I wanted to know that, it's not... Deals, where are Cromitty and where are they? Where's Cromitty and Yeti Uncle John? You were supposed to be seeing Yeti Uncle John today. Yeah, I know, he never showed up. He never showed up, but we don't know where he is. He's not answering his phone. And there's no sign. No, there's no sign of him. Where? Where should we look? Come on. Channel your inner lassie and tell us. Where are they? Have you seen them? Really? Well, surely not. Are you sure? Well, I guess we can go and have a look. Right. We'll go and have a look. Yeah, all right. He's saying that he last saw them heading down to the lab. Well, I don't understand. Unless they've gone and locked themselves in. Grizzly, will you keep an eye on Dealey? I'm going to have to go down to the lab. Dealey's saying that he thinks they're down there. I'll go, listeners, I'll go and have a look. This would be just typical. Deals, thank you for your help. Thank you.
Oh, Paul, I'm terribly sorry. I feel so embarrassed.
Oh, Yeti Uncle John, as long as you're okay. And you, Cromitty. Yes, oh dear. Well, you see, I completed a new security system down in the laboratory, after we had the break-in the other year, and it's taken a long time to get it quite how I wanted it. The trouble is, it was so effective that, we ended up getting locked inside, and there's no phones down there, and we didn't have our phones with us. Oh, boys.
Oh, I feel most embarrassed. I apologise, Grizzly.
No problem, Yeti Uncle John.
I could take you out tomorrow, maybe, if Charlotte lets me have another day. Oh, I haven't lost my job. Oh, come on, Yeti Uncle John, I'm sure you haven't lost your job. Yeah, but I wasn't able to call her. But you weren't supposed to be working with her today, were you? Oh, yeah, good point. Well, oh dear, I do feel stupid, though. Well, it was Dealey who kind of suggested that you might be in the lab. I didn't think to look there because the doors were all closed. And usually when you're down there, the doors are open. Yeah, that's exactly right, Paul. Well, they were closed because the security system had, locked down. And, we were trapped inside, as they say. Well, anyway, I guess it doesn't harm to come back and see Dealey. He must have been wondering what was going on. Not having seen... I think he was more worried about not getting fed. I mean, I don't know where Toby is. Oh, I think he has a secret admirer. I think he might do. Well, we've still got another couple of nights in Wimbledon, so we're going to go back. Sorry, listeners, it's been a bit of a waste of a day to come all this way. But, oh dear, now I feel bad. So I feel bad too, Paul. No, I'm not saying, I mean, we were only going to go to Richmond, and as you say, we could go tomorrow, but I'm not sure we want to go tomorrow. We were just thinking of having a quiet day, watching films and, look, don't you two worry about it. It's nice to see you anyway, Grizzly. I mean, on a social plane.
You too.
Oh, dear. Maybe I could drive you back to Wimbledon.
No, there's no need. There's no need. We've got train tickets, so we'll just, hop on the next train or so. Oh, dear, Paul. And you'll be back on Saturday? Yes, I'll be back on Saturday. But, not first thing.
Yeah, well, maybe, Uncle John, don't make any promises. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you in the morning and let you know what our plans are. And just be careful with that security system. If I'd have been away for longer, well, yes, it's a good point, a very good point. Yeah. Well, maybe Hubert Gentry would have come looking for us. I wouldn't bargain on it. No, you're perhaps right. Yes, well, anyway, Well, so thank you for coming to our rescue, Grizzly and Paul.
My pleasure.
It's his pleasure. Yeah. I hope you feel better soon too.
Thank you.
Yes. Make sure you take those pills 3 times a day that I gave you.
Okie dokie.
Are you sure they're okay, Cromitty? They're not going to turn him into something? Oh, no. They're just, a little pick-me-up. Okay. Right, well, listeners, we're going to go and get the train imminently, so we'll speak to you then. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. No, not at all. I'm glad we were able to help. Oh, you were, very much so. Oh, golly. What?
We are going to watch Equilibrium. Or whatever it's pronounced.
Realise this is sort of the opposite way I would be travelling. This is the sort of opposite direction that I would be travelling if I didn't realise how busy the train was going back into Baltimore. Listeners, we're back in Wimbledon and we're about to devour Black Forest Cafe.
Black Forest.
Hot chocolate. And it looks delicious. A good thing, I'm sorry we had to go all the way back to my flat just to sort out a problem that was just a matter of clumsiness on Cromitty and Uncle John's part. But I guess at least you got to see Dealey.
Yeah, that was nice.
He was pleased to see me. Anyway, so yes, we're going to have our hot chocolates, get something to eat, and then go back and watch a film. It'll be a darn sight warmer in the hotel room than it was in my flat. Anyway, we'll report back later, or maybe it'll be tomorrow at this rate, we'll see. All right. I'm sorry I can't share my hot chocolate with you. It's the perils of podcasting. Hi, listeners. We're back at the hotel. It's Grizzly's last day, but we're not feeling terribly well after battling with coughs and colds and things. So we're just chilling out and watching movies, aren't we, Grizzly?
Yeah.
Don't know. We don't even know what we're going to do for food later. We'll see what happens.
Not even a bit.
Although we do know we can get Uber Eats or whatever here, because we've been doing that some nights anyway. So technically we don't really need to go very far. So it's still been a good trip, even though we've not been super well at times. We've had some fun, haven't we?
Well, I have my Yeti next to me, so it's fun.
Yeah. It's just a shame. Why do we never get coughs and colds when there's something like, action-packed going on? This is supposed to be a chilled-out birthday holiday, just doing quiet things, and yet there still has been drama. What with having to rush back and try and rescue Yeti Uncle John. Not that we knew what was going on with that until we got there, but thank goodness Dealey was there to advise. He's like a cat lassie. But anyway. So, listeners, I don't know what more we can promise you. So we'll probably say goodbye now and come back tomorrow, sort of right at the end. So, and hopefully Grizzly will do us some reports on his way back as well, like he did on his way over. So you'll get to hear those too. So, well, Grizzly, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back on our normal routine of fighting all sorts of weird and wonderful beings very soon, I can promise you. Anyway, as you know, episode 750 is coming up, and we'll be having a party. In fact, a party that will last for more than one episode, so that's not long now. It'll probably be our Christmas episode, because we're throwing a Christmas party. But anyway, we've still got to arrange to get Scrappy released from the toy hospital. So you'll have to see how that goes. As I say, goodness knows why they're doing a big outdoor event so close to Christmas. But I think there's going to be lights, and I guess it's a bit like what they do in Kew Gardens. Light up the trees and light up the gardens, and it all looks lovely, and mulled wine and hot dogs and all sorts. But anyway, right. Well, join us again soon, and we've got plenty of episodes in the can, and we'll be back again. And yes, I'm going to have a nap now, I think. Yes, right. Say goodbye, Grizzly.
Goodbye, Grizzly.
We'll say we'll update you. We'll update you on our last few hours together after the theme music. All right. Bye bye for now.
Hey listeners, it's me, Mateusz, the Darth Grizzly, on my way back to the airport, to the Poland. I just arrived to Waterloo Station from Wimbledon, where I said my goodbye to Paul the Shy Yeti, and was trying not to cry all the way in the train, but, well, I'm a crybaby and a big softie. So, yeah, a lot of crying. Luckily, Paul didn't do that, because I would have a total meltdown and I would have a tantrum like a baby. Now I'm going to catch a taxi to Liverpool Street and then a train to an airport. So, hear me later. Bye! Guys, I'm on Liverpool Street station already. I had to wait like 5 or 7 minutes for a cab on the Waterloo station, because there was no cabs and there was a queue. So I think there was like 5 or 6 cabs taken before I took one. It took me maybe 15 minutes to get by cab to the Liverpool Street, and I've had my triple cheeseburger in McDonald's on Liverpool Street station. And officially, I feel like
triple cheeseburger is too much cheese for me. Like, I like double ones, but triple, no, it's too much. Now I'm heading to the train to Stansted Express. So, hear me out from the airport.
I gotta go now! Bye! Gotta go! Bye! Goodbye, goodbye,
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wow. Really? No. Get it. Thank you, darling. Thank you too. Bye. This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear. What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Let's go.
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That is so cringe, oh my god. You're a man of culture as well.
Hi listeners, I just went through the security checkout because I'm already at the Stansted airport. I had to wait a little bit to give them my suitcase before I get to checkout because I was too early. Typical for a Scorpio bear. I'm always too early. But well, better is to be too early than late. And this was weird this time because I had to kinda check in and give in my suitcase on my own without any staff to help. So that was something new. Also, whole security check-in is way different than the last one I had in April when I was previously visiting Paul. So, well, changes. Probably next time I will speak to you from Wrocław Airport. So long. Hey listeners, it's me, Darth Grizzly. I'm landed in Poland and I already went through the checkout. I picked up my suitcase. During my flight I was watching new season of Arcane. I was able to watch around 2.5 episodes. Less than a half, but you know, going to continue once I get home. I wanted to order an Uber, but £10, not in Poland. No, it's too expensive. So going to the bus, and I still have over 10 minutes to get it, so no rush. Thank you for joining me during my journey, and have a nice one.
This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Well, gotta tell you, I didn't expect that.
What the hell just happened on the show? I mean, seriously, reverse it, because I lost... What's going on? What happened?
Man, was that worth it or not? Oh my goodness, that was a darling little shoe. Whoa, I love that one. Great show, Paul. Yeah. That was a good
745. 745.
745. That is beautifully done.
Oi, oi, that's you lot.
Sounds pretty.
You can always call me.
Et voilà.